Yeah, yeah, I thought it went on.
Low and beyond.
Oh, 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 learn the line. No, you're right.
Buenos dias, buenos tardes mga amigos, mga amigas, sa aking mga kompanyeros at kompanyeras. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno. Kahapon po, we discussed the case of Attorney Rowena Guanzon regarding do sa legal and ethical implications na kung saan nasangkot siya sa isang konfrontasyon kahapon doon sa Rockwell plant sa mall.
Rinig sa video ang tila paninigaw ni Guanzon sa couple at pagkutsa nitong hindi raw ito nakasuot ng luxury items.
You don't go out to the mall! Why are you here, my person? Who is this man? He's your husband? Why did you marry this of Ito Ramos! Mga pobre! Hindi ka nga naka-Rolex! Hindi ka nga naka-Gucci! Ako na pinili mo! No, I want your name! Get his name! Get his name! I want...
At para dun sa mga hindi nakapanood ng aking video kahapon na ngayon ay meron ng 116,000 views as of this afternoon, bibigyan ko po kayo ng introduction dun sa insidente. Ano ba talaga ang tunay nangyari? So para sa mga hindi nakapanood, ang nangyari po doon is that may viral video na na-capture si former Commission on Elections Commissioner na si Attorney Rowena Guanzon. Nagkaroon ng confrontation doon sa Rockwell Power Plant Mall in Makati against the two shoppers. Yung incident began when the couple advised her politely to cover her mouth habang umuubo. And allegedly, sabi daw nung dalawang bata ay leave the mall if you are not feeling well. Which I doubt kung sinabi nga yun. In response, Guanzon shouted loudly using profanity, PIPI, and derogatory remarks saying, "Ignoramus, wala kang Rolex, wala kang Gucci." Minata niya na kagad kasi yung batang babae ay ang bit-bit eco bag lang At hindi nakaporma ng gusto, no? Baka tagaroon lang kasi, di ba? Shortly after that, si Guanzon filed a criminal complaint for unjust vexation against the couple, which is very surprising. A move that sparked debate over who the actual aggrieved party was in the situation. Imbis na yung dalawang bata na minura-mura niya at nilait-lait niya magpapail ng unjust vexation, siya yung nag-file. Mukhang bumaligtad yung sitwasyon. Di ba? Ngayon, gawa natin ang analysis, yung criminal case against the couple. Will it prosper? Do you think it will prosper? Do you think it will stand in court? Based on the documents dun sa video. Okay. To understand the viability of Guanzon's case, siyempre kaming mga abogado, we first look at the elements of the crime. Yung elements of unjust vexation under the revised Penal Code of the Philippines. Kung di ka pa nga sigurado, kanayin libro muna, reviewin muna natin. Okay, what are the elements of the crime of unjust vexation? Meron dyan human conduct that unjustly annoys or irritates another. Yung conduct not attended with violence. Wala namang violence nangyari, di ba? Nakatingin nga lang at mahina nagsasalita yung babae. Yung lalaki, nakatitig lang sa kanya Yung conduct causes annoyance, distress, or disturbance to the victim. At yung offender, lastly, the last element of the crime, the offender acts with criminal intent and may malice. Sa tingin nyo may criminal intent yung dalawang couple na pinagmumura at pinaglalait? Sa tingin nyo may malicious act on the part of the couple nung nangyari yung insidente? Okay, let us apply the elements of the crime in this case. Yung advice ng couple to cover her mouth while coughing and leave if unwell was likely motivated by public health concerns consistent with COVID-19 guidelines. Such action is responsible and not unjust. Tama lang yun. Additionally, there is no evidence the couple acted with criminal intent, which is a key requirement for unjust vexation. lahat naman tayo, di pa pag nasa mall tayo, we usually advise another person, pakitakpan yung bibig, tumalikod ka kapag inuubo kasi nagkaroon na tayo ng phobia. Nagkaroon tayo ng phobia sa COVID-19. Normal lang yan ngayon na magsabi ka pag may umubo sa katabi, lalo na sa elevator, di ba? Anyway, in criminal cases, the prosecution must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Given the circumstances, it is highly unlikely Guanzon will meet this burden. Yung kaso na yan ni Guanzon against the couple is not expected to succeed in court. Ewan ko kung magpo-prosper yung kay Piskal. Pero definitely, I believe the Piskal will not file the information in court because it lacks the essential elements of the crime. Di ba? Ano ngayon yung option ng couple? Yung couple as victims of public berating and defamation has several legal options. In fact, pwede sila maghiwalay, mag-file ng kaso for civil, criminal, and administrative case against Attorney Guanzon. Ang daming pwedeng isampa. Bukod doon sa criminal, may mga damages yan, moral damages, exemplary damages, dami. Administrative charges. Okay? So, ano yung possible charges? Number 1, ito dapat sila yung nag-file, hindi si Guanzon. Unjust vexation. Yung malakas na pagsigaw ni Guanzon, causing and nagkaroon ng personal attacks doon sa couple, no, causes annoyance, irritation, and distress against the two young couple. Number 2, alarms and scandal. Yung public outbursts na, siyempre na-istorbo yung peace and order in the mall, endangering public tranquility. Ang gulo gumulo na dun sa loob, di ba? And then the last one will be grave oral defamation. Yung paggamit mo ng profanity and derogatory remarks about their belongings, siyempre, it will damage the couple's reputation. Minata-mata mo, comment, o ikubag yung bit-bit ng batang babae. Di ba? Akala mo kung sino lang, no? Ngayon, tumahimik ka. Diba? So, what else? Siyempre, meron yung civil action for damages. The couple may file a civil suit to seek compensation for, number 1, moral damages. Okay, class, ano ibig sabihin no? Pag nagsisik ka ng moral damages? For the emotional distress and humiliation. Diba? Yung kahihiyan na binigay mo sa amin na nag-cause ng sleepless nights, no? Stress, no? Emotional distress. Pangalawa, exemplary damages para ma-preventa yung ganyang similar conduct, no, in the future, para hindi ginagaya yung ganyang klaseng abogado. Then you can also seek for attorney's fees and litigation costs. Diba? Ay kung mamahalin yung acceptance fee ng batang babae, abogado yun graduate ng Ateneo Law School yun. Diba? Hindi niya alam siguro na abogado, kaya ginanong-ganon niya, dinuro-duro niya. Okay? So, dito, malabo. Para sa akin, personally, in my own evaluation of the case filed by Attorney Guanzon for unjust vexation and grave oral defamation is most likely it will not prosper in the preliminary investigation. Definitely, it will be dismissed by the prosecutor for lack of the essential requirements, no, yung essential elements of the crime. Hindi siya magi-stand in court, no? Hindi yan magpo-prosper. Kasi dito yung couple talaga yung agreed parties to file a disbarment case, to file unjust vexation, to file alarms and scandal against Guanzon. Yung alam niyo, yung disbarment is a disciplinary action yan against lawyers for violating professional ethics with the Supreme Court. Sila kasi yung may final authority pagdating dito sa pagdisiplina, pagtanggal ng lisensya ng mga abogado. So, pwedeng mag-file yung dalawang mag-asawa. Ano yung ground? Ito, tuturo ko sa iyo. Rule 138, Section 27. No? Yung public outburst niya, yung profanity, personal attacks, constitute improper and unethical behavior that violates a lawyer's duty to the public and the profession. Number 2 dyan, yung conduct and becoming of a member of the bar. Kasi kami mga lawyers, we are required to maintain high professionalism and integrity at all times. Yung behavior niya doon sa mall erodes public confidence in the legal profession. Pangatlo, definitely kasi kami pag bago kami maging full-fledged lawyer, may lawyers oath dyan. Upon admission to the bar, lawyers swear to uphold the law, the Constitution, respect others' right, maintain professional integrity. Yung paggamit ng isang abogado katulad ni Guanzon ng profanity and derogatory language contradicts the lawyer's oath. Delikado. O, kitang-kita dun sa video. Kitang-kita, rinig na rinig ng dalawa nating malalaking tenga. Yung pinagsasabi niya, yung profanity and the derogatory remarks against the young couple. Not knowing the young lady is a practicing lawyer who graduated from a very prestigious, reputable law school. Naku, patay kang bata ka. Kaya pala tahimik yung bata. Tinitingnan lang siya at nangihingi ng pasensya. Dinuro-duro pa niya. Okay. So dito, the case highlights yung intersection doon sa civil law, civil liability, and professional ethics for lawyers. Since yung criminal complaint ni Guanzon is unlikely to prosper, the couple has clear legal remedies to address their humiliation. Additionally, yung conduct ni Guanzon raises serious ethical questions that could lead to disciplinary action, including worst case scenario, disbarment ni Rowena Guanzon. Okay, so ngayon nagsalita siya na high blood lang daw siya. Alam nyo, itong incident na to serves as a reminder to all individuals, especially those in positions of public trust and members of the legal profession. We are expected to act with respect, professionalism, and adherence to the law in all settings. Ang sabi ko nga kahapon sa video ko, yung lawyer's oath namin, kami mga abogado, yung code of professional ethics namin, yung ethical standards na required from us, bit-bit namin yung kahit kami saan pumunta. Even in our private lives, hindi na kami makakaiwas doon. Diba? Okay, so para doon sa iba, ito pong video na to, it does not constitute legal advice, at ito ay ginagawa lang natin for educational purposes. At kung sakasakaling kayo ay nagbabalak na mag-file din ng disbarment complaint against Rowena Guanzon, you need to consult a qualified lawyer para sa personalized guidance in order to file the disbarment complaint against Rowena Guanzon. Kasi dito, anyone can file. Okay, so hanggang dito na lamang po. Ito pong muli ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno.
Attorney Bueno, law and beyond. Learn the law, know your